Hey everybody, my name is Colin Stout and I'm the coordinator of undergraduate research and student retention for the College of Science. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about student engagement in the College of Science and what you can do to get involved, what your opportunities are, and what you get out of it. When it comes to engagement in the College of Science, there's really four main things that we want you to get out of your engagement opportunities. The first being discovering your interests. You may be interested in a number of things, but these engagement opportunities give you the ability to kind of test that out and put that into practice. So, be it coursework, community partnerships, internships, volunteer opportunities, some type of work, um, maybe shadowing, you get the opportunity to do that work hands on and figure out if you really like it or not. Sometimes that happens. Um, I know that through my engagement opportunities when I was an undergrad, I learned what I did and did not like. Um, I thought I wanted to be a teacher. And as soon as I started volunteering in the classroom and conducting my internship hours, I realized very quickly I did not want to teach. But then I was also involved with our student union, and I planned events and worked with college students and realized, okay, this is really where my interests lie, and I really like doing this. So we like to give you the opportunity to kind of discover everything that there is to discover about your area and what you might be interested in. In um, in addition, you get to learn by doing classwork. You'll spend a lot of time in class. You'll work with your professors. You'll work with other students. But with these engagement opportunities, you can apply what you're learning. And I don't know if you're like me, getting some hands-on work really helps broaden my understanding of the coursework and the material and helps me retain information more. And so that's really our goal. We want you to be able to get some hands-on experience, give it a shot, and that'll really help you retain the information and really give you an added layer to your education. We also want to help you develop practical skills. Employers are looking for good students, but they're also looking for students who have a wide variety of experiences in specific skills. Most employers are looking for students who can network, who have effective communication skills, and who can work as part of a team. And a lot of these engagement opportunities give you the opportunity to do all of those things and really deepen those practical skills that you can take to an employer and say, I've got all these, and this is why I'll be successful. And that leads us to the next point, too. We want you to be able to speak to your experiences. We want you to be able to go to a grad program or go to your next employer and say, this is what I learned, this is what I did, this is how I applied it, and this is how I'll apply it to this job, this grad program, um, and why it is important that I have this opportunity and why that'll make me a great asset to this program. So all of these together for student engagement, we really try to maximize each opportunity for students so you can get the most out of your education while you're here with the College of Science. Um, Next slide. So there are a lot of different ways to get involved, a lot of different centers, a lot of different jobs, a lot of different internships. On this slide, we have listed several of our different centers around campus. So there's the Philandro Science Center. This is a museum and planetarium right on campus. A lot of students conduct research there. They also work there and work directly with the public. Once you can, get to campus, I definitely recommend coming to give it a visit. They've got a fully functioning planetarium and they do these amazing dome shows. And it's a really wonderful place, but students can get involved there. There's Biosphere 2, which is really one of the world's leading research facilities for climate research. And at Biosphere 2, they conduct a significant amount of research, and students have the opportunity to go work with faculty members there and get some hands-on work doing the research as well. They were the ones that discovered the effect that carbon emissions have on coral bleaching. Right now, they're studying the effect of CO2 on jungle soil, and so there's some amazing research being done there. They have a jungle, they've got a desert biome, they have an ocean. It's really a fantastic place, and even if you want to just go visit, you can go as a visitor and get a tour. There's also Tumamoc Hill, Mount Lemmon Sky Center, Turing Lab. If you didn't know, the University of Arizona is kind of the pioneer of tree ring research. And so there's tours you can do. You can be involved with graduate students and the researchers there and volunteer, and several opportunities. There's also the Mirror Lab on campus, which I would highly recommend just visiting in general. It's really cool. It's built right into the side of the football stadium on campus. They kind of use the existing infrastructure to give them enough weight distribution for all of their heavy cranes to lift these massive mirrors. But the Mirror Lab makes mirrors and lenses for the world's largest telescopes. And it's a fascinating operation that they have there. In addition, there's also a number of community outreach opportunities. There's several different clubs, factions, and whatnot in the College of Science who will go and deliver science to the community. And that's a really great way to kind of display your love for science and help others understand what you're doing. I'm going to get to undergraduate research in the next couple of slides, but I'll talk about student clubs. There are probably 80 to 90, I believe, student clubs related to the College of Science, and they encompass a wide range of interests, majors, etc. And so student clubs are always a great networking opportunity. And then if you can get involved in club leadership, that gives you an additional opportunity to display some leadership skills, build some leadership skills that you can bring to, grad program or work afterwards. And then lastly, there's preceptorships, mentoring, and peer advising as well. Preceptorships are something like being a teaching assistant where you work with a faculty member to deliver learning in the classroom. And then the mentoring and peer advising, you can get involved in the College of Science and mentor underclassmen and really help onboard new students into the College of Science. You get some great one-on-one time with students and get to serve as a mentor, which looks excellent on a resume. And so we also have, there's the 100% engagement initiative. So these are credit and non-credit courses in your major or on, or campus-wide, but they're essentially courses that you can build into your schedule. If you're interested in them, talk to your academic advisor. But they all focus around several different competencies, which are professionalism, civic and community responsibility, sustainability, innovation and creativity, global and intercultural comprehension, as well as diversity and identity. So with these 100% engagement courses, you do some learning in the classroom and then get to apply that. And you actually get a note on your academic transcript that says that you completed these. The next thing I want to talk to you about is undergraduate research, which is really my wheelhouse. What you do in undergraduate research is you work closely with internationally ranked faculty on cutting edge research. We have a significant amount of faculty in the College of Science doing amazing research in a myriad of different areas. And a lot of them have undergraduate students working in their labs or working along with them. And the important thing with undergraduate research is that you get to learn by doing. You get to make connections and get perspective about what's going on in your area. And a lot of students get involved on many different levels, which I'll talk about next. But it's a great chance to get in the lab and really start conducting the research and the science that you're learning in class and really apply what you've been learning over the semesters or over the years. And when you should start thinking about doing undergraduate research, as soon as possible. Really, once you get here, start talking to your faculty members, researching, what their research is. They all have faculty profiles on the University of Arizona website, so you can look and see what they've been involved in, what they're doing right now, what they've published in the past, and maybe see if there's something that you're really interested in and want to be a part of, and then you reach out to your faculty member. So once you get here, start to take time to get to know your faculty members and see, if you've got an interest in undergraduate research, start building those connections so you can see if you can get involved in their lab later on. And the different ways that you can get involved in undergraduate research, there's paid research programs. Like over the summer, there's a couple. One, for example, is called the Undergraduate Biology Research Program, more affectionately known as UBERP. But these are students who can get a stipend to conduct undergraduate research with a faculty mentor over the summer. And so it's a great opportunity to do some research, maybe do some publishing if possible, and also get a little money, which is nice. There's also independent study for credit. You can work with your faculty mentor to see what opportunity is right for you. If it's independent study, which is, it carries some responsibility, but not as much as the next level, which would be directed research, which um, when you work with the faculty member, you have dedicated tasks and you're working towards a specific goal at the end. There's also work study, internships with companies. If you're a computer science major, you will probably doing a few internships in your time. And then there's also volunteer opportunities. So if you want to volunteer in a lab, you can talk to a faculty member and say, hey, I'm really interested in your research, and I want to learn more about your lab, and I want to learn a little bit more about what it's like being in a lab. Do you mind if I volunteer? And then you can go in and observe, and, see what it's like being in the lab environment as well. And that is all that I have. So thank you guys for listening. If you have any questions or if you're interested in learning more about undergraduate research for the College of Science, you can send me an email. My email is colinstout@email.arizona.edu. Oh, or if you just go to our research website, it's our.science.arizona.edu. Thank you all very much. Have a good one.